Thank you for coming out tonight. It's heartwarming to see so many people that have an interest in what our little firm has to say about your little town. And you know, this is that moment of truth, and maybe that's part of it, and maybe you're gluttons for punishment, but you know, whenever I hear the word assessment, my mind always goes right to the negative, and not to the positive. And there are going to be a few things that we found in our travels around the community last September that may sting a little, but do not be discouraged, because this community, as far as I can tell, has never viewed itself, well, at least not since the Dust Bowl, has never viewed itself as a tourism destination. Thus, you've never really put any time, thought, and effort into being a tourism destination. What you are, and what we heard from the stakeholders we communicated with, when we talked to about 20 different community leaders, 2 or 3 focus groups, almost everybody said, what a great place this is to live. And what you've done is you've created a wonderful community. The question is this a community that wants or can become part of the visitor economy as well? And so we came in as visitors. The assessment part was partially talking to many of you in this room, and the other part was coming and experiencing Dalhart as a first-time visitor. And you're going to hear a number of recommendations from us of things that you may think, well, that's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And maybe it is, but it's what we kind of felt, you know, if you could do that and that and that, this would be very, very cool, because as the mayor said before, so many communities throughout this state and around the country are trying to get people to come to town. I mean, we spend millions of dollars in this country trying to get people to town. You've got people in town. You're halfway there. You've got 10,000 vehicles going through this town every day. The question is, how many of them are stopping? And so they have to have a reason to stop, more than just gas, more than just toilets, and more than just a couple of fast food joints. There's got to be a reason. And so we're looking for those reasons in your town. Understand, we've become big fans of Dalhart. We're big fans of communities all over the country. There's a certain electricity, a certain buzz in every town we go to. And we're looking for what that one spark or those 2 sparks is. Our recommendations hopefully paint a picture or spur some thought and conversation. That's really what it's all about. So let's dig into it. Your team that came to Dalhart the second weekend of September, obviously me. I'm the male empty nest boomer. Kind of hard to see, it's a dark picture. That's Terry. Terry is female, obviously. She is a Gen X mother. And then there's Justin, who is our 24-year-old millennial, extreme anything experiential. If he sees an airplane, he wants to jump out of it. If he sees a hill, he wants to skate or ski down it. He's always looking for that experience. The extreme experience, the better. And he was tearing it up at karaoke night at the Lone Star on Friday night while we were here. He had a blast. I think the DJ had a blast with him. So anyway, that's the team. We come at it from 3 different generations. We come at it from a number of different types of visitor, so that we can do a well-rounded, hopefully, assessment of your community. And you know, the main role of government, I think, if you want to kind of nutshell it, is to make sure that the community is functional and safe. Those are the 2 things that really are at the core of government. Function